さあ4日目ですね。これね、お待たせしました。ちょっとやるのが遅くなってしまった。おじさんついに仮の我が家を手に入れたんでね、しかも家賃無料でね。
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something it's a suspicion, or a feeling really. That's an earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, oh sure, but who's focusing on the big questions? You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
La responsabilité. まあ、レスポンシビリティなのでね。
The most awesome, it is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Harry, your la responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize like a committee. You don't need no stinking committee. You're the law. Only the most even your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsibility in Rivershaw. And
別人格的にもキムの評価は高いんや。
and expertise to assign it among yourselves. Most likely, your findings will be once they've reviewed it. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels. Good luck. Your report is eagerly. 倫理主義者の委員会を組織して責任を割り当てる。倫理主義者実は6554やから4で一番数値低いんやけどな。今ステータスこんな感じやけど、現実の荒野もなんか強いらしいねんと。今ならやめられるんじゃないかな。知覚がプラス2やね。この学習条件が5。近く今いくつ6か。アイテム入力マイナス1、思考によるボーナスプラス2、運動能力基本値プラス2。これの上限が上がってるんやけど、運動向上薬で精神プラス1、運動向上薬あんま使わんからな。これ外すか。ちょっと今スキルを調べてます。
酒によるポジティブ効果がなくなる。肉体装置内陸帝国暗示がマイナス1。内陸帝国暗示結構低いんやな。肉体装置精神がプラス1。この辺が軒並み上がるってことだ。団結心がすごい強くなる。なるほどね。忘れよう。で、現実の荒野をつける。両親の報告。穏健な発言を選ぶと両親の報告。でもとりあえずこれでいきましょう。キムはいるな。おはようございます。なんかそれキムラレスポンス。どっから手を倫理主義者の組織。責任について話し合う必要がある。
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside this frivolous side that. Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the... You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? Next I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility. Simple. Because moral intern types love to form. In any event, I am just a humble law. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villeroy. The gentleman If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. Now, was there anything else?
いろいろあるんやけど、これはどうなった？サンデーフレンドを探すべきだ。とりあえず手前から潰せるものは潰していこうぜ。何これ？美女クラスナディーパンダマニス。ああ、下でなんか言ってるね。あ、バッジあるやん。歌ってる時か。ちょっとじゃあ 何でいこうかな。本当はまあでもこれでいこうか。違う。懐中電灯を外したかったんやけど。できるところから片付けていく。てかおじさんの車も調べることすらできない。あ、これか。罠。
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. The reeds bend forlornly toward the constant, distant song. Louder on this part. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
You set the apparatus back.
こっちじゃねえか。テープ3酸素で一番小さな境界。再生するにはラジカセが必要だ。
There's no way to listen, but even just hold a pawn shop.
質屋ならあるかもしれない。やっぱ内面育ってくると。
Rust peels off the bent iron posts.
In this yard,
He's assessing.
someone thought they could have a summer house in a block obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned. Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Yes, and you picked it up because you're a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and magnesium.
It's not meant.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the...
なんで一見あ、段差あんのか。ジャムロック流バイク刑事さんクラス。ああ、鍵かかってんのか。サングラス。街を感じろ。共感プラス1。理性を捨てろ。マイナス1論理。お金もちょっとだいぶ溜まってきたからいろいろ使えるな。これ質屋やったっけ。 あ、朝じゃ、あ、朝から空いてるんや。
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
味かせどれや。
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Wowshi, stares at you longingly with its tape-reel eyes.
そうすると12。ちゃうか。
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction.
装備すればテープ再生できる。ブラザーな感じだったな。
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a... You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before... It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway, telling you about the tiniest church in Sessongs, surrounded. Within seconds you know
あの曲でございます。
the real
演
shit
劇
you've
調
been
べ。
looking for.
朝の
A
曲
click,
です。
then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Of course you could sing this. You could... Yup, they're all here. And the B-side of the tape contains the
インストゥルメンタル
instrumental
版が入っています。
It's like the world itself is telling you to do it.
一つしかありません。
Gart, you have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape.
これ何やったっけ。
You see rows of toy
What's on
soldiers
his?
guarding the...
どこで音楽かかってんの。
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guarantee.
Those UV stickers are almost
These are all first-rate sunglasses.
a bought.
Damn, officer.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
ここか。
You won't regret it, officer.
後でいいやろ。
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
50。
The
これは
sneakers
高いんや
triumph
な。
over them. They're the star of the show here. A pair of found, dedicated, victorious,
Those sneakers, miss.
only found ultra. We're the future.
No way, officer. These aren't... No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less. You do, officer, you do. Remember.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could...
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have prop...
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM...
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality.
I can tell you who we're not, cop.
Which is not to say that...
The part of this present...
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right pro...
Yeah, a true artist of the future.
By the way, if you see Cindy...
For all their nihilistic the lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah! We're not fucking kids.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
That's right.
What is wrong with...
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're called skulls because when you're shot dead in the middle of the street...
Just trust me and follow my lead.
And do what? Walk away, knowing that there are two delusional hoodlums interested in joining a criminal group, whose main areas of expertise are jacking cars and killing police officers? I appreciate it.
The young men stare at the two of you in confusion.
The Union does their share of policing in
Apart from the
Don't you worry about...
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, because we can be just as...
But in a non-threatening...
Right on, fuck.
Right
So
on,
what's happening
fuck.
now? Mm-hmm. What about them? Well, first off, it's a state... The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being... Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily what I mean by this,
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field.
Like I said before, many men keep search...
I'm wondering if the poetics...
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. And even then, it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you get more fish in a shorter time. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious.
Hate to admit it. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Yes? Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan. What are you implying? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think the peace is the stronger of the two statements. Seems about right, especially...
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or... You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Murder? Yeah, sure.
Also, he was hanged.
Yeah.
These punks.
Hey!
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought.
Exactly. How can what?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter? So what do you think we know?
革命をあげようか。 まずセーブして、組名どれやったっけ。これか。アイテムによるボーナスプラス1。もうちょっと上げられるんじゃない。組名プラス1。組名プラス2。かゆみ地獄。なんか突然なんかなんていうのかな。ファッショナブルとは言い難いけど楽しい格好になってきてる。で、おおすげえ。ジャケットが欲しい。
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary.
やつらスカル族になりたかったらそれを利用するんだ。
Use that. Suggest their massive skulls.
What? No! Skulls don't have...
Yeah, man, keep your voice down.
Prospect must be a hierarchical.
Wow, you boys are ambitious.
He gets it. Passive.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
Are you
fuck
trying
up.
to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Oh, man. Okay.
Fuck.
Fuck. ということで、
The lieutenant watches
追い
the
はぎ
boys
を
take
行い
their
ました。
jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you. I already...
I'm not.
Good.
Cold-hearted cop.
Do.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man...
I don't know, Eric.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
カージャケット小便。でも空でさ、政治3つってクソじゃないよね。ピース4面。ファクトワールド。あんま数値的には別によくはないんやけど。団結心ばっか上がるな。こっちで行くか。で、パンツ。衛星。 あれ平成さっき上がってたかな。平成フラントあかんかな。
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. You see, the name Sile is in.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's
Are they?
cool here.
さっきこんなのならんかったの。
Every
From out on the bay.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. Oh yes, you like premium menswear.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Me? It's a boring story, officer.
This man probably comes from Seaguy,
アプリコット大
sometimes
国で
known
は
as
ハマライサ
the
の軍
Apricot
地。
Suzerainty, an archipelago. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But yeah, that's so cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local on drugs? Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like...
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with...
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works hard.
So you admit?
No, I just said I work harder and he's... Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No! That's insane. It's the fact. It's nothing. I told you.
And
Crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
no use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to...
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. I don't know. Maybe.
It could be. He's not ruling her out.
All of them.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't... All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You does... You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
おいさんたちの話。
Can you... Honey, you are the angriest man in the world. Like, I'll be with you in a moment. Can you please? Honey, you are the angriest man in the world.
Sure, officer. I am running.
René Arnoux. Yes, the Debardeurs Union. I'm an old man.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
She? The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. No one. The boss has...
No one has been...
Yes. Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. The possibility of some... Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Oh, I didn't mean to... Yes, yes, yes.
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as... Unfortunately, I don't. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't...
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. I know the kind. Gaston here is... Oh, René. If you only knew life beyond confrontations, conflict, and extremities. Ah, yes. Oh, absolutely. A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple-nosed candy. The nobility loved... You can't even take the responsibility for... That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum...
Of course. Clarity of vision.
Philippe the III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made it admit...
Higher realm. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... Oh, you can't... That's why...
Of course.
Philippe the...
Higher... He's just making excuses.
It's really not.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to...
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Alessio is... Don't get started on...
The Carabinier doesn't. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as...
Right. Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes. It was left by heavy art. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special.
赤じゃなくて白なんやね。
Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to the... Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to stop. Yes, the military... Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and... Blood Ground? You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough. Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil. Damn right, son.
He approves of this radical approach.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez, they... Well, it's your own damn fault. You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the Coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol.
This royal failure.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace. It doesn't. That was 100 damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel.
Exiled, Joyce said Guillaume ran and his nephew, Frissel, was shot in his place.
This is communal propaganda. Guillaume...
There is not a shadow of doubt in his mind that this is the truth.
This was René the king. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading.
His moves are quick and precise as he...
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing. The mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her? I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
なんか知らんけど、ペタンクで遊びやすくなってるな。
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul. I have... Yes.
René. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance of... Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman...
Do not defile her memory, Gaston.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he does...
She died of pneumonia too. René and I were both but...
Died? No use should...
Departed. Until the very hand she couldn't...
A quick grimace of pain passes over René's features, but he immediately...
We knew her, all right. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were...
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, officer.
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me.
We were just boys. No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th...
She could never make up her mind about anything. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually... Heck, technically, we...
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. So Justa with your...
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. Sweet, sweet Jenny. Ask away, officer. Of course, officer. Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree. No, officer.
Then help them, you whip. You have plenty of shoulder with your ghost caviar.
He means caviar socially.
I wish I could, but I...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but...
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay? Everyone in Martinez...
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history.
The old soldier. There he stands.
Let's try not to get caught in a...
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a...
So that's what it was before. He doesn't know anything.
Of course he's not a member. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire...
Writing work mostly. Occasionally... Oh, nothing official, I assure you.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda.
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer. Just easier that way.
Mon Dieu.
I don't even officer, I have a vivid...
Of course. Don't think into anything.
I prefer...
Mon Dieu.
I don't even... I believe...
Mon Dieu.
No, thank you. Oh, the goal is... That's the cochonnet. Well, first, you draw a circle about... Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to... I could, but I'd rather not.
Is he denying you information when you clearly requested it? That's it. We're blowing the lid off this man jar. You need to know things.
Then there's measure. The opponent has a right to a measure.
Can you believe this clown? This is information you must have.
So weird.
Let's call Mr. Fight or Flight now.
Yes, yes.
Good. Gaston finally...
What was that all about? We should leave quickly before it happens again. Right now is a good moment. Hurry up then.
I'm sorry, officer.
The only one...
Suddenly you realize aeons ago. Probably when you were still a child.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then? Sure, officer. No, thank you.
The purity of snow always remains. There's nothing for you to understand here. It is not Revershall Fair 91 in the Thorberg district. A parade was held to... This was the happiest day of my life. I was 22 when I returned from...
The Ikeda operation was a 7-year campaign, during which Susan...
I won her back.
You were like a dark cloud sucking the joy out of every...
Dark cloud?
Those days and...
The old soldier says nothing, but when his glance quickly runs over Gaston's...
There's nothing for you to understand. Absolutely not. She died of pneumonia in her bed at the age of...
His face is motionless, like a marble mask. He doesn't comment.
$瓶が溜まってるから売りに行こうか。
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its...
郵便ボックスやったね。ゴミ箱かと思った。
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk.
カラオケもいいんやけど、クイックセーブして、
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. This isn't case. Hard to say. No, these tracks are not. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush. Cop habit. This isn't case. Hard to say. No.
視覚計算を上げるか。計算が上がりそうな。これか。
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that cop habit. This isn't case related. Cop habit. This isn't. Hard to say. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard before heading south.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunate.
No wonder. Well, you did provide.
ああ、殺人事件と関係ないの。あ、お姉ちゃんおるやん。しかも屋上に。問題はどうやってあそこまで行くか。来るのなんか撃って。
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies. Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pigs in Kuno's debt.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words.
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno.
ファッショナブル。ファルーン装備揃えてみる。帽子。 そういや、ネクタイ喋ってきてない気がするけどな。何つけた？あれ？これか。
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
What do you see?
先にこっちか。カラオケ歌うか。奥さん帰ってきてる？
Hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first. Goodness.
He's fine, man. He could...
Oh, yes. But I am so...
You haven't, however. There are dangers out.
Oh, you don't want to hear about...
Reflexively.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on... I'm getting ahead of myself. I was... The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the...
She had no fear.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. I tried, but I was only a child.
Where did you go?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could... For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to...
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them, on the inside, like stop. Our first, yes.
I thought it was wonderful.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate...
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own.
You know...
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you took? That would be the giant. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the Vascoconur Desert. A mirage or a psychogenous. No one knows for sure. The towering luminosity.
Who are you?
That's what makes it so big. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabol...
Great. Gravity anomaly.
Cryobacter catlensis. Yes, a unicellular bacterial colony, Michanu. Michanu disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Yes, the bacteria...
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself, we can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now. All alone except for the... Of course, dear.
Can I help you? What is this thing? Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent... I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So...
People just don't know how to This was mostly about the fucking cardio.
I feel good about our work here today.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
No, you don't. It's not happening. By causing more trouble, I think we're good. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the... A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all...
The man in the vest and the violet shirt. This is the look of a man.
Fine. Climb on that stage and do your...
Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Karaoke.
The stage is all set up for your performance. You feel a little dizzy.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
演劇
Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
It's still early here. Someone's making coffee. Yes, you could always do it in the evening. Immediately, a loud feedback noise. Hands. Where do you put your hands?
あ、下がっちゃった。演劇こっちでもいいのか。
You finally made it. Where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating? Oh no, believe me, it will... The stage, you feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the
42%
karaoke
だと
carousel.
まあいいよ。ちょっと待って。クイックセーブ。せっかくやったらちょっとドラゴンフォームでいくか。
The stage, you feel it?
So, are you ready for your thing?
I can see that.
狂気の白くドラゴン。
The air
Okay.
is... The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
I would often go there.
下
To the tiny church there.
手いや味があるんだ。
The smallest church in
なんか
Sansan.
完全にブルース向けやな。
Though it once was larger.
how the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there.
聞いてるとなかなか味わい
Toward
深い。
the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you... None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Not bad. Yes, not bad at all.
Okay, yes.
すごいなんかこう、よくこんな絶妙な歌声をレコーディングしたな。
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? It was all right. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again.
Yes?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Yes? What is it? That...
Huh, that was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want. Horrible. Truly horrible.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse.
She actually did. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a... You see a heavy steel door with... The door does not.
Hi again, Gendarme. Oh, and if I may ask, Gendarme, what...
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want.
God, of course it is. As though I don't have enough. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. I guess you will. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
おじさんの部屋ロックされてるよね。開いてるわ。 なんか落ちてるな。バルコニー別になんもないか。
The door is closed. This door can only be... The door is still the lieutenant. He doesn't like... You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly.
セーブして。
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant, he doesn't like... You should punch a fucking... You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily.
Stop that.
昨日怒って入れたらちょっと昨日怒らしちゃったからな。今こいつらと喋ってもな展開なさそうやし。アーマーの他のパーツは遺体について尋ねる。
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jam...
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Pub.
He sounds worried. Yet,
Billy Majon.
on Moreau Drive in Central Jamrock, in a darkened hall,
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy...
they're too poor to have a phone line.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B,
先
apartment
の
number
集合
20.
住宅
It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side apartment.
33B 25
That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
It says here that they returned their last book. Marie? Marie? Do you... Yes, it was my colleague, Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book.
Good. You have a name now.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me.
And then, goes for a little drink later. On the look.
Marie, she said it was an older man. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention. Happy we could help. Goodbye.
Anything else you need from me? One moment. Can you please describe the body?
We suspect he might have been...
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Any information on the library card? Good. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or... I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
Does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one... Do you remember how he looked? Fucking Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was... Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah? That shit means nothing. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly...
Yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Words of fucking shit.
Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavioral...
That's the past, pig. Kuno's not there anymore.
Pig's come to take you back, Kuno. Trying to dig up dirt on you.
Fuck.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing?
He's thinking the kid has amassed quite the vocabulary of law enforcement terms, but he's not going to stick his nose into this.
Me and my partner are one...
Kuno erupts into an unfortunate choice of words, the lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
Your test...
Get lost!
Kuno does...
一つ進んだと。女ドライバーの仕事やったトラックのありか。
The woman is still hot.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? Did you just...
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady.
I'm not that either, Sheriff. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. I'm only terrifying to small children.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Because they can no longer recognize the person. The big ones, the trucks. There's no way. In the middle of this town, there's a ghost.
You feel very cold suddenly, as in the background, a quiet song seeps from.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around? When I have my movies to go see.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Then what...
This line, maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Who the fuck is Ira? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel, he's no Frank. Good, I don't care about drugs. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, then...
This, maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
You're man, Lowman, what of it? Good, I don't care about drugs. Little molecules, they are nothing. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I... Yes. There is a...
Those epithets, I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds...
Then what...
This maybe if she thought you're...
Why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you... Good, I don't care about drugs. What do I need drugs for?
The woman sways her... So he...
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with...
Nothing.
He doesn't want your frail
A Peldrim is what it... Of course.
The Boyadero, Boya for short, is a cowherd.
It's an old ballad about a young girl. Of course not.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell.
No. The Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws... You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. He is beloved. Of course not.
The Boyadero, Boya for...
It's an old ballad about... Of course not.
In the background, you can hear the...
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved. The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. Diamonds. Of course not. Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry. Is that all you wanted to know, Lowman?
まだわからんね。渡りたいんだけど。
Make way for the master poet. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. A youngish woman.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died.
Then she may have dyed it again.
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. I did it, man. I told you I...
He still is. Hoping. It's true. We would have caused... Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't...
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go.
We can't just...
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That...
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange.
Did this violent life include?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked... Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay?
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances. And push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow...
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again.
ベーシストの話か。ベーシストはこいつか、それともでかいやつか。
Looking for something?
ああ、こいつか。
I don't know what you're talking about. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful.
He's been expecting this. He's real.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't...
No.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is... Looks like the lieutenant has...
Yeah, him.
Then I presume...
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's driver...
He's surprisingly good at this.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way.
I'm not scared of you or the mob.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there.
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Men like this only respect.
Fuck you,
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there.
When?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just...
Now it's not a big deal for him.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Nah.
A small temple by the monument.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too. This screen found, A to Z, contemporary, is pop.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless it was...
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. The door is locked. There's no picking this lock.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
バールのようなもの。 寄せ。なんかついてきた。
This screen found A to Z contemporaire is parked in the shadow of the
肉体装
ruins
置
looming overhead. It's seen
肉
better
体
days.
装置あげようか。肉体装置。
This screen found A to Z contemporaire is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming over. Pry bar in.
肉体装置この後下がるかもな。肉体装置前に上がってるもんな。肉体装置マイナス2あとちょっと1個上げるか。
This screen found A to Z contemporary. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered. These are movie posters. One of them particularly catches your eye. The actress is draped in a sheath dress. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of... She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under. Looks like the frequency dial is absent.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachment.
Doesn't look like it. It's
the smell of 1,000... You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connected you.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Looks like her, yes. Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
The movie stars are still smart. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Petty Fair. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. These formulas look oddly...
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest, it closed the...
Great. I think we got everything. Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number.
This means it's well-funded.
I'm not sure what the Uline frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance.
Listening in on your call.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she...
The probe and the case converged. He thinks this was quite the find.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this up. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade. Yes.
Unimportant.
As elegant. Yes.
Unimportant.
As elegant. I'm going to say... No. We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help. Debrief over.
An old monument stand.
ケンジさん、今時間あるか？
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
どうやっていくんやったっけ？こっちかな。ああ、違うわ。じゃあ か。る道ないもんな。なんか
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked the drawer slides. The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset. Your fingers run over the dial, calling, still.
Video Reversal, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10 Video Reversal is a 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lummy. Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. No. Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? Let me fire up the machine. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean. It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemski immigrant Gidius. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign, tiny heels, tiptoeing down the road. Suddenly, you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude.
It. The payphone had all those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Yes, this looks pretty.
This is...
誰ない？あれなんか行きやんくなってんの。1じゃなくて。
hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think that... Oh, that one.
Told you.
じゃああれか、そこゲートのところにいるって言ってたか。これゲートじゃねえか。
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to... No reply. You attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye. Like men of the plane. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling and rides. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep...
Okay, but where did...
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. None of this mess with him. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the...
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know who he is and what they're fighting.
Los Ardis? They're an independent... They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except...
Is he actually comparing you? Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace. The man whispers a...
We're negotiating. Aye. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the...
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page. Communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people, or deporting them.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've made it. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
By that, you...
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world.
Not you would like to... This man has political theory, and...
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us. Sure. I've had the necessary free time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs is general, that of a noble peasant, or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to you. No. No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to... Your dead guy was an enemy? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me.
He's not lying. He means...
Understood. This has been...
No problem. I wish the best... The little boy had it good on his... To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library.
How does he?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still... So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them.
It's implied.
A Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. I did some...
How does he?
In parts. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Yes, you said as much. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing...
He is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
休憩。